Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you guys my updated brow routine for 2016. I do my eyebrows two different ways. Actually, sometimes I do them three different ways, but I'm not going to show you one of the ways just because it's not really an actual eyebrow technique. I literally just brush a tinted eyebrow gel through my brows, and that's just for days whenever I want to take pictures and I don't want to look like I don't have any hair in my eyebrows. And for that I'll use the Ulta Brow Tint in the color Deep, and I believe this was $3.99 or $4.99 on their website. So if you guys are interested in that, I will put a link down in the description bar. So this is what my eyebrows look like for my pretty much everyday eyebrow tutorial when I do a normal makeup look like I have on right now. And then I also have what they look like when I'm trying to get a more fleekish type of look, and that's for like date night or if I'm going out at night, or even if I just want to put on super fleeky eyebrows. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off my eyebrows right now. Okay, so these are my natural brows. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of foundation over them to cover up any skin that I have uncovered, and then I will go ahead and zoom you guys in and show you guys what I'm using. I'm pretty sure in the current eyebrow video that I have up on my channel that I go into focus, like I come in a focus and then I go out of focus quite a lot in that video. And I also think that I actually moved my face out of like the frame. So hopefully today it comes out a little bit better. So I just want to show you guys some products that I use on my eyebrows and that you guys could use if you wanted to. I have two of the ColourPop brow pencils. I have Dope Taupe and Banging Brunette. And they are very similar to like the Anastasia brow pencils. They have the retractable end on one side with like a little turny twisty thing, and then a spoolie on the opposite side. And then I also have a NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I have two colors for this as well. One is, what is it? This is Brunette and this is Espresso. They're very similar colors, so you wouldn't have to really worry too much about trying to find the perfect shade. And these are, again, twisties, except for this one you can like pull it back in if you pull too much out, whereas on the ColourPop one you can only twist it out. You can't put it back in. And then the NYX one also has a spoolie on the other side. And then I also use the e.l.f. eyebrow kit. Mine is in the color medium, and it's actually too light for me, but it comes with a wax and then it comes with a powder, and like I said, it's a little bit too light for me, so I only ever use the wax to fill in like sparse areas. And then I usually go in with a powder, and this is the Sonia Kashuk eyeliner palette powders. It's called Lay It on the Line, and I picked this up, I want to say 3 years ago or so, and I used the brown shade. As you can see, it's nearly gone, and I just like dip my little brush into it. And the brush that I use is the Morphe E29, and it has an angle on one side and then a spoolie on the other side. And yeah, so I'm gonna do one side fleekish, and it'll probably be this side fleek and then this side normal. So you can see my eyebrows are two totally different shapes, so I always have to shape this side to look like this side, because this is my Chanel and this is my Walmart, and it's a big difference. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. As I mentioned to you guys, I'm gonna do my right side more fleek because this is my Chanel, and then I'm gonna do my left side a more natural sort of fill in, because that is just the hardest side, and it's easier for me to do a more normal look on my harder side than it is for me to try and do a more fleek look. So for demonstration purposes, the harder side will be the more normal side. So I'm going to take a mixture of Dope Taupe and Bangin' Brunette from ColourPop. I'm going to take the Dope Taupe and I'm just going to flick some fake hairs up in this inner corner. And basically what I'm going to be doing on my more natural brow is just making hair-like strokes through my whole brow to fill it in instead of actually filling it in the whole entire brow with product. So after I've placed those little strokes in the front, I'm just going to keep making strokes all over the place to fill in sparse areas. And if I feel like I start looking a little bit too harsh, I take the spoolie end and I just brush the product through to disperse it and to make it a little bit less intense. So making sure I'm still in focus. I'm just going to keep taking this and brush strokes all over the place. And this brow is more arched than this side, and it's also just a little bit more thin because the hairs on top do not grow as thick as they do on this side. So to make this one less arched, I'm going to draw a little fake hairline in here to straighten it out a little bit so it kind of matches this side a little bit better. So I'm going to continue with that Dope Taupe and keep drawing little hair-like strokes all over the place. And I'm going to extend my outer corner just a little bit. And on top, I'm going to make hair-like strokes pointing down and back. Now you can see this brow is coming along quite nice. So when I get to this outer corner, I'm going to go ahead and take Bangin' Brunette from ColourPop, and I'm going to finish off this outer corner and then go back and darken any areas that I feel need to be more darkened. So I'm going to start at the arch at the very top of it and draw a little line like this. And you can see that I have like a few lines that don't match, or like I colored out of the lines sort of, and that's just going to give it a more natural look. So you don't really have to worry about this side looking too perfect because, like I said, it's the more natural side. So just filling in with little hair-like strokes still. And just brushing through them as I need. Now I'm going to take this brow gel, and it is called the Brow Stylist Plumper Brow Gel Mascara, and this is by L'Oreal Paris, and it is just the translucent brow gel. Can you see it? Hopefully you guys can see it. And it comes with a tiny little wand. I can't think of what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called a wand. But anyway, so I'm just going to brush my eyebrow hairs like sort of backwards to make them stand up straight. And if any of you guys have eyebrow hairs that naturally stand up, like perfectly stand straight up in this inner part of like the eyebrow, I'm jealous of you. But I brush them backwards and brush them up, and then I just continue brushing all the hairs backward and up so they are standing out instead of laying flat. And then I will brush just like right along the very top, and then down in this last corner, in this far corner. And that is my finished brow for my more natural side. This may be a little bit too intense for some people, but This is what I think looks best. Now for my more fleekish side, I am going to take my Morphe E29, I'm pretty sure it's called the brow brush. It has an angle on one end and then the spoolie on the other end like I showed you guys. So now I'm going to take my e.l.f. brow kit in medium, and I'm going to dip my brush into this waxy part, just going back and forth, and then I will squeeze it with my fingers to make it super thin at the tip. So I'm going to start at the very beginning and draw a line underneath my whole entire brow all the way to the outer corner, and then just like I did on the other side, I'm going to extend it just past my eyebrow hairs just a little bit. Now I'm going to get a little bit more product and just like go like this on my hand to flatten it to make it sharp at the tip, and I'm going to start at the top about halfway back, and I'm going to draw slow strokes to pull it and meet in that outer corner. And I'm going to fill it in with whatever product I have left on my brush. And it shouldn't do too much besides give it a light layer of color on the inner, like on the inner parts of the hair. It shouldn't give it too dark of a look. And then if I feel like it's not looking like the other one enough, I will just keep drawing outwards. Like you see how I'm drawing out and curving it down. And that is how I use my brow, I guess it's like brow pomade kind of. I've placed that wax. It's just going to give this brown color from the Sonia Kashuk palette something to hold on to. So I'm going to take this brown, like I said, this brown. I don't know why I'm pointing to the purple down here. The brown up here. And I'm going to take the same brush and I'm just going to dip it in there. Let me see. Dip it in there. And I can tap the excess off on my hand if I want to. It just depends on how much product I've put on the brush. So then I'm going to start again, not all the way at the front, but like about right here. And I'm going to fill in the bottom, basically going over what I've already drawn on with the wax. And this is sort of to set it. And then I'm going to go over the top. And every once in a while, I'll just tap back into that powder and tap it on my hand to get any excess off. And here's where I start doing like weird things. So I tap it into the powder and I start going back over that line on top, and I will actually brush my hairs down to put product into my, like the inner part of my brow without actually having to swipe it all the way through. When I get to this outer corner, because I do have like a patch there's no hair there and I kind of drew it on, I'm gonna just pat the product on instead of like swiping it like you would a normal hair. And then I'm going to start here at the bottom and flick it upwards to put product in there as well. So I'm going to turn it like this. Instead of sideways, I'm going to turn it up. And I'm going to place that on the inner corner of my eyebrow hairs and just tap it like straight onto my face. And then I'm going to place it pointing outward a little bit and tap it. And then put my brush out a little bit past where my natural hair is. Place the brush down and tap it. And then just do a few taps into my actual brow hairs. And that's just to give it an illusion that I actually have brow hairs there in that inner corner, because I have a few, but it's pretty sparse. And so from then, I'm just going to turn my brush back sideways. Well, more of a diagonal, so it's not going to be flat like this, and it's not going to be all the way like this. It's going to be more diagonal. Diagonal, is that the word? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Diagonal. Anyway, so I'm going to have it slanted, and I'm just going to press into my brow with whatever product is on my brush at this diagonal angle. And that is just to put hair-like strokes in there. And then right here at the top, there should be hardly anything left. I'm just going to go over this top part with whatever product is left and just swipe it up and down and sideways and back and forth. Now I'm just going to take the same eyebrow gel and pretty much do the same thing about pushing my hairs backwards to have them standing up. And just brush them like I did on the other side until they're perfectly in place. And these are my two eyebrows. Alright guys, and this is my finished updated eyebrow tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed the two ways that I normally do fill in my eyebrows on any given occasion, just depending on how I feel at the moment, I suppose. So yeah, this is my more normal eyebrow, and then this is my more fleekish eyebrow. I will put all the products that I used down below in the description bar. You guys should follow me on Snapchat. I'll put my name like right here, maybe like a link or something, or maybe I'll just like place a picture of my face smiling a really bad cheesy, like super duper cheesy picture like right now. But yeah, this is the end of my tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please leave me any comments down below on any videos that you guys would want to see next. I think that's pretty much all I need to tell you guys. So until my next video, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.